Even the trees are gone.
You can really feel the weight of what Afghanistan has gone through.
And for Amir, it's not just about seeing the physical changes. It's about confronting his past.
Facing those memories he's been trying to escape all these years.
Exactly. And as he starts to uncover what happened to Hassan, well, it just adds another layer of complexity to his guilt.
It's during this time he learns about Hassan and Farzana.
Welcome to Witter. Who Has Time to Read? The podcast that brings deep dives for busy minds. Listen to AI hosts Jane and Dane and get ready to unpack the world's most captivating books in just a fraction of the time. Whether commuting, working out, or just squeezing in a quick break, we deliver key insights, thought-provoking themes, and takeaways you can carry into your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Plus, use our links in the description to purchase this book. Your support helps us bring more engaging book discussions to you. Listen and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Who has time to read? You do, with Witter.
All right, so we're diving deep into The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini.
Oh, this one is intense.
It really is. Get ready for a roller coaster. Friendship, betrayal, redemption, and it takes us from Afghanistan all the way to America.
It's amazing how Hosseini uses this personal story, with the characters, to give us this glimpse into Afghan culture and history.
Yeah, it's fiction, but it really makes you think about that part of the world.
Absolutely. And how these huge historical shifts shape individual lives.
Exactly. And at the heart of it all is this bond between two boys, Amir and Hassan.
And they start out so close.
Right, like inseparable. Amir's life is pretty comfortable. His dad, Baba, is this successful businessman. They have a nice house in Kabul. Hassan, though, his life is different. He's the son of their Hazara servant.
And that difference, their social standing, it's important. I mean, Amir and Baba are Pashtuns, the dominant group, but Hazaras, like Hassan, have always faced discrimination.
That's something that still resonates today, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's woven into the history of the region.
But when they're kids, none of that seems to matter. They're just two boys exploring Kabul, sharing this love for kites.
They had that special spot, too.
Oh, the pomegranate tree in Baba's garden.
Such a beautiful symbol of their friendship, at least at the beginning.
There's that line where Amir tells Hassan, "You're a prince, Hassan. You're a prince, and I love you." It just gets you right in the feels.
Powerful line. But it also makes you wonder, right? What could possibly break such a strong connection? Hosseini kind of hints that something's coming.
Yeah, he foreshadows this tragic event that will change everything between them.
It's like a crack in that perfect picture of friendship.
And then there's Baba. Such a complex character.
So many layers to him.
He's strong, successful, everyone respects him, but he also has this harsh side.
There's a lot he doesn't say, a lot he keeps inside.
Like the fact that he secretly built an orphanage. This act of kindness that you wouldn't expect from this tough guy.
He embodies that classic Afghan masculinity.
Yeah.
Strength, stoicism, but not very good at expressing his emotions.
Especially to Amir, there's this distance between them that you feel throughout the book.
Absolutely. And speaking of shifting atmospheres, things in Afghanistan are about to change drastically.
And political climate, right?
Yes, the 1970s, the monarchy is falling apart, and this communist regime is about to take over.
Hosseini doesn't dwell on the politics, but you sense that unease, the uncertainty creeping into their lives.
Especially for Hassan. I mean, with the tension between the Pashtuns and Hazaras, it's a dangerous time to be Hazara.
There's that scene, I think, where a soldier taunts Hassan about his mother, making this really offensive gesture. It's chilling, like a reminder of the prejudice that's always lurking beneath the surface.
It's scary to think about what he might face as things get worse.
And against this backdrop, we have the annual kite tournament in Kabul.
More than just a game, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's this huge cultural event, fierce competition. Everyone takes it so seriously.
A metaphor for Amir's whole life, almost.
How so?
He's desperate to win, to prove himself to Baba. He needs that validation, even if it means pushing Hassan too far.
And Hassan, being the loyal friend he is, says to Amir, "For you 1,000 times over." And he really means it. Hassan is the best kite runner in Kabul, almost like he can predict where those kites will land.
But that loyalty, that devotion, it has a price.
Oh, man. When Amir finally cuts the last kite, the blue kite, Hassan runs to get it. It's going to be Amir's victory.
But that chase, that's where things go horribly wrong.
Hassan gets trapped in an alley by Asif, that bully from earlier, remember?
This time, though, it goes way beyond words. It's brutal.
Amir sees it all, sees what Asif does to Hassan, and he freezes. He's too scared to intervene, chooses to run away instead.
It's a turning point in the story, isn't it?
Yeah.
That moment defines so much of what comes after. For both of them.
The guilt will haunt Amir for years. The consequences for Hassan, well, they're just devastating. I mean, we're only in part 1, and I already feel like I need a break.
It's heavy stuff, for sure.
And it gets worse. Amir, consumed by shame, he frames Hassan for stealing. It leads to Ali and Hassan leaving Baba's house.
The weight of guilt? It pushes Amir to do something truly awful. He pushes away the one person who was always there for him.
Then Kabul falls to the communists, and Baba and Amir have to flee Afghanistan. They become refugees, trying to build a new life in America. But the past, well, it's not so easy to escape.
They've lost their home, their status, everything familiar. It's a stark reminder that these personal tragedies are playing out against this huge historical backdrop.
Years pass. Amir gets married to Soraya, becomes a successful writer. You'd think he'd be happy, but
the past keeps coming back, right? Like a shadow he can't shake.
And then the phone call. Rahim Khan, Baba's old business partner, calls from Kabul. He says, there is a way to be good again.
Chills. Literal chills when I read that line.
Me too. It's like a lifeline, a chance for redemption. But with that comes a bombshell revelation. Rahim Khan tells Amir that Hassan was Baba's son, his illegitimate son.
Making Hassan and Amir
half-brothers. Everything changes in that moment. All those years of wondering why Baba seemed to favor Hassan, it all makes sense.
And it makes you question everything you thought you knew about Baba, about Hassan, about Amir himself.
And it sets up this whole journey back to Afghanistan, a dangerous journey. Amir has to face the consequences of his past, search for a way to find some peace.
A journey back to the place where it all began. Going back to Kabul, it's not what Amir expects.
It's been years, right? Since he fled.
Yeah, and the war has taken its toll. The city is a wreck. Rubble, bombed out buildings, even the trees are gone.
You can really feel the weight of what Afghanistan has gone through.
And for Amir, it's not just about seeing the physical changes. It's about confronting his past.
Facing those memories he's been trying to escape all these years.
Exactly. And as he starts to uncover what happened to Hassan, well, it just adds another layer of complexity to his guilt.
It's during this time he learns about Hassan and Farzana, Hassan's wife.
Both killed by the Taliban. It's tragic.
It leaves you reeling, honestly. And they had a son, Sohrab.
A son that Amir never knew about.
And suddenly, finding Sohrab, getting him to safety, that becomes Amir's mission.
It's like he's trying to atone for what happened to Hassan, to make things right in some way.
But it's not going to be easy. The search leads him to an orphanage, and that's where he has this horrifying encounter.
With Asif, the bully from their childhood.
I know, right? Talk about chills. He's back, and now he's a Talib official. It's like he represents everything that's gone wrong in Afghanistan.
The brutality, the corruption. He's a symbol of that darkness that has taken over the country.
And poor Sohrab is trapped with him, being abused by this monster.
It makes that confrontation between Amir and Asif even more intense.
Oh, absolutely. This time, Amir doesn't run. He fights Asif, puts his own life at risk to save Sohrab.
It's brutal, that fight. Violent. But there's this sense of justice to it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, like Amir's finally confronting his own cowardice, his past mistakes. He's fighting for something bigger than himself.
It's symbolic, right? It's not just about rescuing Sohrab. It's about Amir's own internal struggle, finally facing the demons he's been running from all these years.
But even with this victory, there's a cost. Sohrab has been through so much trauma.
He's withdrawn, quiet. It's hard to even imagine what he's been through.
And getting him out of Afghanistan, that's only the first step in a very long journey.
Healing from that kind of trauma, it takes time, patience, understanding.
And it's not just the trauma. Sohrab has to adjust to life in America, a completely different world.
The culture, the language, everything is new. It must feel overwhelming for him.
It breaks your heart, to see this young boy so lost and alone.
And then he attempts suicide.
I know, right? It's almost too much to bear. Amir blames himself, of course. He feels like he failed Sohrab, just like he failed Hassan.
It's a turning point for him, though. He realizes that saving Sohrab's life isn't enough. He has to help him find a reason to live.
A reason to hope. But how do you do that when someone has experienced so much darkness?
It starts with small steps, trying to connect, showing him kindness, being patient.
Like when Amir buys Sohrab a new kite.
Yeah, like a way to reconnect him to his childhood, to some sense of normalcy.
But at first, Sohrab doesn't want anything to do with it. He just sits there, emotionless. You can feel the walls he's built up around himself.
Years of pain and abuse, they leave scars. It's hard to trust, to open up.
And Amir makes mistakes along the way, too. He gets frustrated, pushes Sohrab too hard.
It's a reminder that even with good intentions, healing is a process. It's not linear. There will be setbacks.
There's this one scene, though, that always gets to me. Amir is reading to Sohrab from the Shahnameh, this epic Persian poem.
The same book he used to read to Hassan, right?
Yeah. But back then, he used to make up stories, deceive Hassan. But this time, with Sohrab, there's this honesty in his voice. It's like he's finally being truthful, not just with Sohrab, but with himself.
It's a powerful moment. Like he's trying to build trust, to create a genuine connection through those stories.
And slowly, ever so slowly, we start to see cracks in Sohrab's armor. He asks Amir about his father, shows a little bit of interest in the kite.
Those tiny glimmers of hope, they make you believe that maybe, just maybe, healing is possible.
It's a powerful story, isn't it? It makes you think about so much.
It really does. I mean, forgiveness, trauma, how our choices, like they're all connected to what's happening in the world around us. It's a lot to unpack.
And one of the biggest things for me is this idea of redemption.
Right. Can someone like Amir, who's made such terrible mistakes, can they actually find redemption?
It's a question that Hosseini explores throughout the book.
And it makes you think about your own life, your own choices. Have I messed up? Can I make things right?
It's not about forgetting the past, though, is it?
No, not at all. It's more about acknowledging the harm you've caused, taking responsibility, and then trying to repair the damage. It's not easy.
I know, it's definitely not a quick fix.
There's this humility you need, honesty, and facing those flaws, the things you don't like about yourself.
And for Amir, it's even more complicated, right? I mean, he's dealing with Afghan culture, Sohrab's trauma, and his own inner demons. It's a lot.
But he keeps trying, even when he messes up. And that's what makes him human, I think. We all make mistakes.
His struggles make that redemption feel earned, like it really means something.
It's not some fairy tale ending, you know. It's a process, a journey.
And that journey makes you think, what does it mean to live a good life?
Yeah, how do we handle our own relationships? How do we cope with guilt, with regret? When do we stand up for what's right, even when it's scary?
Those are questions everyone has to wrestle with at some point.
The Kite Runner just puts them in this really intense, emotional context.
We've been talking for a while now, and I have to say, it's been heavy.
It is a heavy book. There's no getting around that.
But there's also this sense of hope that comes through, this belief that even in the darkest of times, healing is possible.
And I think that's ultimately what Hosseini is trying to say, that there's always a chance for redemption, for connection, for finding a way to be good, even after you've done bad things.
The Kite Runner is just the starting point, really.
There's so much more to explore. Afghan culture, the impact of war, displacement, and how the human spirit can endure even in the face of unimaginable suffering.
So as we wrap up our deep dive, I'm left with this question. What does it truly mean to live a good life? How can we atone for the mistakes we've made? These are questions we all have to ask ourselves.
It's not about finding easy answers. It's about asking the questions in the first place, seeking to understand, and trying to do better each and every day.
That's a powerful message to end on. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to pick up The Kite Runner and experience this incredible story for yourself.
You won't regret it. It's a journey you won't